Yeah, how's it going, odd people? Welcome to the Odd People Podcast. We're back and ready to attack.
Oh, who are we attacking? Let's fuck it up.
We're attacking everybody's ear holes and eyeball sight vision things.
So get ready.
Your retinas.
Is there a...
How's it going, Jared?
You count it down in Spanish. Is there is zero? Is there Spanish for zero?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that even?
I only know uno, dos, tres. So
yeah,
I can only go
zero. Is there
tres,
zero?
Tres, dos, unos.
Do they have a zero in Spanish?
And
if you're Spanish, let us know.
You got to say it.
Or is it just zero? Zero across the board for everybody. Every
zero.
language is zero.
I think it's zero for everybody, and I think you have to wear like a conquistador, like a bullfighter's zero.
Hell yeah.
Like Zorro, zero.
I really wanted to get us like a luchador mask to wear.
Yeah.
But then I realized like that's like disrespectful, right? To like, because they don't like, they're not allowed to take the mask off to show their identity.
Yes, it's probably like a cultural appropriation. Probably not cool.
Yeah. We'll figure something else out.
It's all right.
We'll figure it out. Idea, right?
We like to dress up like idiots every once in a while, but not acknowledge it ever.
Ever.
Until just now.
Never.
And we'll never talk about it again. So how you been, man? You've been busy.
I've been tired, exhausted, overwhelmed. But it was my week this week. We got rain all week. And
yeah,
that was
you know what?
So comforting.
I was going to say that when I woke up this morning and it was a rainy, crappy day.
I've been so spoiled.
I was like, Jared must be so happy.
And I love it. It was the universe giving back to me. I really needed it. And it was like, here, have rain all week. It's all yours.
Well, we went camping. So one of the worst things to do is camp in the rain. Like, it sucks.
Yes.
But you know what? It really wasn't that bad. The one day we had camping was Monday, and it was like 90 degrees.
Oh my god!
And we camped. We went to a really nice campground with like a pool and stuff.
Okay.
So the kids were in the pool all day. I was in the pool all day. Like it was good. We cooled off for sure.
Yeah.
And then
it was rain.
That was terrible for like 3 more days of like crappy
man.
weather.
So no like fires.
You know what though? It dried off at night.
Oh yeah, you were still able to do it?
I didn't bring any wood because my wood's all outside anyway. So I was buying. I spent so much money.
Fresh wood.
Yeah, I was buying fresh bagged wood.
Hey, camping's not cheap anymore, huh?
Not the place we went.
Yeah, no,
the place
I think
we went
all places
is like it's like a family resort.
Yeah,
there's a pool and a thing.
Yep.
It was Jellystone.
Is there an arcade
in Carver? Yeah, there was an arcade. It was kind of.
Oh, you went to Jellystone?
Yeah, Jellystone in Carver. Yeah.
Oh no,
that's not Maple.
That's not the one. I'm
no, Maple. The one you like is Maple.
With the
was it Maple Park? Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Oh, they changed the name so many times, and I think it's just called
Maple Park now. But yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
That's awesome, man. Did the campfire storage? You have s'mores?
Oh yeah.
I love s'mores. That's like my favorite.
Yeah, I can see that.
I make them in the microwave.
Do you? Did you ever do them?
I make them on the stove.
The stovetop.
Yeah, hell nice. Yeah, dude.
You get to toast up those marshmallows.
Yeah. Why have a fire outside when you can just turn the knob and have an instant fire?
Instant fire.
And an instant s'mores.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's good. So you had a busy week, and I had a week of vacationing.
Yeah, that's good, man. Hey, you deserve it. You deserve it.
Yeah,
you're a hardworking man.
I think I am. And then sometimes I'm so overwhelmed with everything, and I'm like, I'm just going to stop doing everything.
You're just like a life man, Like you work hard, and then your home life, you got kids and everything.
Yeah.
You're just like
Yeah.
You're the American dream. You're the American...
the American nightmare.
Oh, man. I would love to go camping. That's why I told you. Next time you go, I'm going to pitch a tent. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
All right.
We might go one more time in the fall. How do you like this coffee?
This coffee is amazing.
It's LL Bean coffee. And they don't sell it online.
LL Bean? Don't they make like backpacks?
Yeah. Dude, my wife gets it for me whenever she sees it. There's an outlet in Wareham that they sell all their stuff at like a discount or whatever.
But then the way you made it for me was like...
Yeah, I got a pour over thing.
Very classy.
With the filter. Because I don't like chunks of coffee in my cup. Dude, I'm pretty
Does
good
that
at
happen
it.
with a pot? I've never noticed.
I mean, if you use that,
You
some
get, like,
people just like put like rough, I don't know, what coarsely ground coffee,
Oh, okay.
where it's kind of like big,
Yeah.
and they do a pour over with that with no filter. But I use the filter.
Oh, damn.
I'm like,
Yeah.
some sort of makeshift connoisseur of coffee.
Of coffee. I have a friend. His name's shout out to Tom.
Yeah, Tom. What's up, Tom?
CG Tom. He's like the coffee master.
Yeah.
Like when he makes a cup of coffee, it takes like 20 minutes.
Oh shit.
And it's like a lab.
Takes me like 2.
It's like a meth lab when that dude makes coffee. He's got the what do they call beakers and shit?
Yeah,
he's got
beakers?
Yeah, he's crazy, man.
Wow.
It's a science, but man, smoothest cup of coffee ever.
Yeah.
Ever. And this is pretty close. I'm not gonna lie.
This
to you.
is pretty good. It's good
I'm not
coffee.
gonna lie to
Like
you.
I said, it was LL Bean.
Yeah.
And
that's
my wife
crazy,
gets it at
dude.
the outlet. You can't find it online. You can't find it it's always like there sporadically. She got it for Father's Day for me
at the
and for my
outlets.
birthday.
Oh shit.
Like those are the only, like, they put it there.
At
It's
the
like
Rentham outlets?
no, the outlet. It's in Wareham.
Oh, you have
It's
them over
it's
here.
a store. I don't know why they call it an outlet.
Oh.
Maybe things are cheaper there.
When was the
Shit's
last
all
time you've been to Rentham outlets?
I don't think I've ever been to Rentham
This
outlets.
is so cool, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that camera too far away, you think?
I don't know. You want to zoom it in?
I'm gonna zoom it in.
Yeah, go
This should
for
be
it.
fun for everybody.
Fuck it. It's too far. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Closer. Closer.
Is that good?
Closer. Closer. That's good. There we go. Perfect.
So I feel very relaxed,
It is a relaxing day today. Or it's so far. It's still early. This day
Still
could
early.
go
You woke up-
completely haywire
You woke up to all that rain, though, so
Yeah.
that's
I woke up
nice
like-
for you.
right before I drove here. You know what's
I believe
crazy,
it.
dude?
That's pretty early.
Do you have this problem now? Every time I go over that bridge, especially when there's traffic and I'm stopped like on the bridge, all I can think about is it collapsing now
Yeah.
because of that whole
I've
bridge
always-
collapse thing.
I've always thought that.
I've never thought about it until that whole bridge collapsing thing happened in wherever it was.
Yeah.
Because it was such a freak thing when the boat steered into.
Oh, right.
the-
Yeah. Was it Maryland
Something
or
like
Delaware or somewhere?
But now I'm sitting there. I'm like, all right, if something does hit this bridge and it collapses,
That bridge is fucking high, dude.
I was gonna
Like,
say I don't
it's
even think I have a
don't
chance
think
no matter what because it's
And I
so
don't-
high up.
I don't think anything would hit it. It's a really, really high bridge.
Yikes.
I've seen giant boats go through there. Giant
Oh,
boats.
God.
Like really, really
Really?
big, tall, giant boats.
I've never noticed. Is there like pillars going down though? I don't
No,
think so. Right?
They're off on the
They
edges.
can't hit anything.
Yeah.
All right, that makes me feel a little better.
We're talking about the Bourne Bridge. If anybody has ever gone over it,
There's no pillars,
you
no
go,
nothing.
holy shit, this thing's really high up. And
It's
it's really
super
narrow,
high.
too.
Oh God.
It's 2 lanes on either way, and there's no median.
Yeah.
So
And then I
it is
get
sketchy as
get
hell.
why they like built up the curb. So it's a high ass curb.
Yeah, dude, it's like a foot high.
But it makes you more nervous because you're like, if I hit that, my whole side of my car is gonna be like.
Well, I went over it
fuck.
with the camper,
Oh God.
and
dude.
after I did it, I should have just like went through both lanes, but I stayed in my lane.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You're wild.
yeah.
I've noticed a lot of people with campers just like driving the
Yeah,
middle.
they usually go down the middle.
to
The
pick
tractor
up both.
trailers even do that. They're like, fuck
Yeah,
this.
dude, that's crazy.
So, did you have anything crazy happen in the last like week and a half, 2 weeks?
In the last week and a half,
It's been like 2 weeks, dude. For us in this world, not in Tuesday release world.
not really, man. I've been like a hermit, like just in my hole, just drawing as much as I can
Working like a lunatic. It's crazy.
in the dark. I just sit in the dark and just draw like a gremlin.
Just wake up late and
Yeah,
Nice.
have a snack.
Yeah, I mean, Mighty Guitars has been silent because I haven't done anything.
Yeah,
I finished that guitar for the giveaway for Steve at Score Music, and
Oh, you did?
He hasn't given it away yet.
did you give it back to him?
Yeah, I've given it back to
Oh,
him.
nice.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
so it's ready to go. So I'll let everybody know what happens with that. But I've been gone for almost a week, so
Yeah,
I
I
haven't-
tell you
I
one
haven't
thing.
been
There's a lot
doing
of
it.
crazy ass shit going on in the world. I can tell you that much.
yeah, yeah. So Biden's not going to run for president.
God no.
Thank God.
How can he, dude? The videos
Dude,
are
he's
so
so
scary
old.
watching that. Poor guy. I still feel bad for him.
Yeah.
because he's just like, you can tell he's lost. He has no idea where he is half the time.
Well, he's very old.
And you can tell on his face, he's just,
Yes.
he's gone, dude.
He looks like the puppet from Jeff Dunham.
yeah, he
The
really
old man
does,
puppet.
yeah.
Walter or whatever his name is.
Like, let the guy go to a nursing home and just watch some Wheel of Fortune for the rest of his life. Leave the guy alone.
Yeah,
You
he doesn't
know,
even need to go to. He needs. I'm sure
Man.
he owns multiple houses.
The guy's just been beaten down to the ground at this point, like a
Yeah.
puppet. You know?
Yeah, he's a puppet, all right.
Yeah, most of them are.
Yep, they all are. So I have some exciting news.
Yeah,
I brought my son to like his first big concert.
first big concert.
So he's gone and seen
He's
bands.
been other-
He's seen bands play, like at the Vault in New Bedford and stuff.
okay.
We've seen bands.
Okay.
But we went to go see Metallica, your favorite band.
God damn, that's a big show.
It was a big show.
Despite my own opinion about Metallica,
And it was.
I can imagine that was a big show.
Well, it's funny because we went to see Pantera.
Oh,
So do you know Pantera?
I know of them. I don't know
So they-
any songs.
So they weren't ever really crazy popular.
They
but in
open-
like the metal world, they're really popular amongst, metalheads.
yeah.
And the guitar player,
Did they open for Metallica?
the guitar player, Daryl Abbott, otherwise known as Dimebag Daryl,
Oh,
he was killed. He was
yeah,
shot
yeah,
years
by
ago.
a fan or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his brother, who was the drummer of the band, passed away also. So the band obviously was just no more.
Oh.
So they decided that they were going to be Pantera
Yeah.
again. So I already forgot the guy's name, and metalheads are gonna shoot me.
So they needed a new guitarist and a new drummer.
Yeah. So the drummer is. I mean, they're not putting out new music. They're playing all their old music that
Yeah,
the
which
fans
is
want,
cool. Yeah,
and they're doing it basically for the fans.
that's cool.
And for
I think that's cool.
me and my son got T-shirts, and it's like for the fans, for the brothers, or something like that on it.
Oh,
So
that's
like
sick,
they're
yeah.
they're fully aware that they're not Pantera because you know how some people in like the music communities
Yeah.
like gatekeeping. They're like, it's not really Pantera.
Yeah. Without
It's like-
Dimebag
it's like-
Daryl, it's
yeah.
not Pantera.
Yeah, it's like, dude, just let us enjoy it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, who
We still get
cares?
to see him live. Who
So
cares?
so anyway, the drummer is the drummer from the band Anthrax, and I don't remember his name. That makes me
sounds familiar too.
That makes me a bad metalhead that I don't remember his name off the top of my head. And then the guitar player is Zach Wilde. You know who Zach Wilde is?
Mm-mm.
So he played with Ozzy Osbourne for years.
Oh, really?
He's got a Les
Dang.
Paul guitar that's got black and white stripes on it. That was like his
Oh, that was
guitar.
his
He plays with
guitar.
long blonde hair and a big beard.
Oh shit.
He and Dimebag were like best friends.
Oh,
They were
we're
like really, really close, good best friends that they'd tour together, obviously, and they think they had anal sex a few times, and
Oh,
they just
nice.
like really,
classy.
really loved each other, you know?
I really loved each other.
I don't know, that's not true, probably. But yeah,
So he played for.
so he plays for
Pantera
Pantera now, and that's my son said to me, Dad, Pantera is playing a concert,
Yeah.
and it's near Boston. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And so I look it
so
up.
he already knew Pantera
Yeah, because of me.
because of you, but
So I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Then I look it up. I'm like, shit, it's the Metallica show. So I'm like, now it's just going to be way more money. Like I was
Yeah.
hoping it was just going to be some club or whatever in
yeah.
Boston, and
no,
just,
dude,
you know,
especially at Gillette, you
Dude.
get lucky sometimes.
well,
Let me just say first, okay? Let me tell you first.
okay,
I went to see The Weeknd
yeah,
at Gillette Stadium, and
Yeah.
those tickets were stupid money.
yeah.
But for whatever reason, we got last minute tickets for like $90.
Okay, so I paid around that each ticket, and we were in the 300 section, nosebleeds, dude.
Oh, were you? I was
st-
still pretty close to The Weeknd. Not
So-
to brag or toot my own
No,
horn,
that's
but-
great,
No,
dude.
I'm just kidding.
Dude, the lower tickets are hundreds of dollars, and I'm like, you know
Yeah,
what?
for
I'm
sure.
like, my son doesn't even like. I mean, he likes Metallica, but he's
Yeah.
not. Whatever. So this concert that they did a Friday night and a Sunday night, and the opening bands were different each night.
Oh.
So Pantera was playing Friday night, so obviously we had to go see Friday night.
Mhm.
And the whole Metallica thing is they're not playing the same set twice. So whatever they played on the first night, they're not playing any of those songs on the second night, and vice
Oh.
versa.
I don't know if I'd.
So with a band like Metallica, You would think, out of all the many albums they have, and all the
Yeah.
many great songs they have,
Yes.
that every concert is going to be stacked with insanely good music.
Don't even tell me that because you went to a Friday show and it was the first show, they gave you all like the weaker stuff.
Yep.
Sunday was the big shebang popular show.
In my opinion,
That's fucked up, dude.
we got the shittier set list from Metallica. It was still good. It was
Yeah.
still Metallica.
Yeah.
They still,
Come on,
but
dude.
like, they played
That's
probably
gross.
like 2 or 3 like newer songs, and even the singer James Hetfield seemed to realize and know,
That it kind of sucked.
yeah, because he was like, so what's the name of the new album? They have a new album.
He's like looking around at his band, like, "What the fuck we doing, guys? Come on, let's jack this shit
so
up."
that, like, they played a couple of slower songs.
Yeah.
Okay, they have slower songs. So the crowd dies down drastically after you hear like a metal song and then it's like a slower song. You're like, all right.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, they'll pick back up. He's like, all right, who owns the album, the new album, 72 Seasons? And it was like fucking crickets, dude. And at least he was in on it, and he's like, yeah, me neither.
Me neither.
It was really funny. But then it's like, he's like, well, this is off the new album. They played it, and like people were like looking around, and it wasn't even like it was a fast, good song,
Oh no.
which you would imagine they have at least one good, fast song on their new album.
Ugh.
It was just like, I don't know, dude. We were at a point where my son, all the songs he wanted to hear Metallica play weren't being played.
Oh God, come on.
Because he's
man.
he's 14.
Yeah, he probably knows the more popular ones.
He's 14.
Yeah.
He knows
Nothing wrong with
he
that.
knows the older albums.
Yeah,
He
Sandman
knows
and all that
yeah,
shit.
he knows all the songs
Yeah.
that I've told him about or that he's heard watched on YouTube or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got, in his head, he's got a list of songs he wants
He's
to
like,
hear.
can't wait.
And
I
not
can't wait to
fucking-
hear it.
Not one of them was being played that night. And I even looked up the set
bummer,
list, and I'm
man.
like, shit. I'm like, this is going to suck. So up in the nosebleed section of Gillette, where the seats are at like a freaking like 70-degree angle.
Scary, right?
Yeah, dude. It's like...
I'm scared of heights, man. That shit's
Dude,
wild.
it's like this. I'm not even joking.
I
It's
know,
like, you're
I
like
know.
this. When I first got up there, I looked, I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that's really steep. And then you realize that you can
Yeah.
see over the stadium from up there, and you're like,
damn.
wow. I'm like, this is like crazy high up.
Wow.
I mean, it was still a good experience. Pantera fucking killed it. They did
I was
great.
gonna say, could he at least enjoy the Pantera?
He
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I mean, he does have a bit of anxiety anyway, so
Yeah.
he wouldn't have enjoyed anything being down below with like kind of a bigger
it's
crowd
too
and shit. It
crazy.
would have
Yeah,
been
it's
too
too
much for him
much.
anyway, I think. Because towards the end of Metallica set, I was like, listen, why don't we just listen to the rest of it on our way out?
Yeah, that's true.
Because you still have to go down that giant concourse.
yeah, and you can watch, you can
And
listen while you're
As
walking
we're
out.
as we're walking down, we're like, 3 or 4 songs from the end. We're
Mhm.
walking down the concourse. And I'm like, Len, all those people that are up there are going to be on this concourse all at once when this lets
When
out.
the
And
show's
his
over,
face,
yeah.
like his face dropped. He was like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's do this now. Like he
Yeah.
was
It's wild trying to get out of
not like the only time we've ever been to Gillette, because we're not football. I'm not a football family.
there. Yeah,
we
no.
don't go crazy watching Patriots or anything.
Screw that.
We've been there for Monster Jam.
Oh yeah.
But the kids are little, so people are a little more polite because it's half the crowd's little kids.
Yeah.
So there's no bumping.
And they don't
there's,
fill it,
yeah,
right, for-
yeah, and it's not like a bunch of
like
drunk people
Maybe
late at
half,
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like the whole lower section's empty.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
because they have like the safety barrier, so nobody gets hit with a wheel,
Yeah.
that kind of sort of thing.
Yep.
But
I was gonna say too, like with a show like Metallica, like people are drinking all night, and then you're trying to get out of there, and everyone's trashed and drunk.
Dude,
and
so
it's like,
we're up top, and
it's
I paid.
chaos.
I paid for parking too.
Yeah.
That was a fun experience. So we're up top. We walk our way down. We're listening to the music, and we get to like that flat lower level where it like leads to the pit and everything.
Mhm.
And we're just standing there for a minute, just taking in the concert because we're like, hey, there's just a crowd of people standing here. And my son was visibly nervous.
yeah, visibly nervous.
We saw a shitload of drunk people, just people stumbling around. Like,
Wow.
wow, dude. It was like, wow, it's been a long time since I've been like that out in public.
Yeah.
Like these people like stumbling. One dude came running out of like the pit area, just blood gushing out of his
yeah.
face
That's a good time.
and
right
all over
there.
his hands. And my son wasn't looking. So the guys are like fucking coming right at us. I grabbed my son by the arm and just
Yep.
yanked him this
We're
way.
out.
And he's like, Dad. I'm like, do you not see this, this dude covered in blood? I'm
Yeah.
like, don't want that guy's blood on
Germs,
you.
man.
Who fucking knows? So it was a little chaotic. So I'm like, he
Yeah.
would have hated this if we were down here watching the show and there was like all this chaos breaking out. And
Yeah,
then
for
I would
sure.
hate it because I paid 3 times more for the tickets.
Yeah.
And it would be like, he's not even having fun.
Yeah. Did it still sound good, like up in the nosebleeds?
You know what? It still
Yeah?
sounded fine. Like it's not, when
Still feel it in
Pantera
your chest.
when Pantera played,
love that.
I didn't have earplugs in.
Hell yeah.
And then when Metallica played, they got about
They
3 seconds.
cranked it up.
Yeah, 3 seconds in, and I was like,
Sometimes
my
I
ears
don't like
suck as it
that
is.
when they do that. Like when the main band comes on, they jack up all the volumes,
Yeah.
and it's like, okay, now this is like ear piercing, like too loud. Like
Well,
the
it's
opener sounded better.
it's funny. I have like ear damage,
Yeah,
and
from loud music.
from loud music and tools and whatever throughout
Yeah,
my life.
I know my brother Nate says the same thing. He said he has like a little ear crackle if like things get too.
That's exactly it. When
it's like
when they started playing, I couldn't hear shit. I couldn't make it
Yeah,
out.
get
I
like-
was just like, wow, that's just static to me. So I put my earplugs in, and then I could hear it.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, I can actually hear the concert now.
that's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
It's like an ear overload, and it
Yeah.
just can't handle it.
It's like when speakers
It's
blow.
like a speaker. Yeah,
and you play a speaker too loud and it's blown and it just sounds like static.
that's crazy, man.
But anyway, that was good. That
Yeah.
was
Did he like it? Did he have a good time
He did.
overall?
He
Yeah.
liked it, and then
He'll do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. We're
Yeah.
gonna do it again in September. We're going to see Korn,
Oh snap!
and once again, it's because of the opening band,
Who's the opener?
Gojira. Do you know who
I don't know
Gojira is?
Gojira.
So they opened up for the Olympics, which is very impressive.
Oh, they're like
'Cause they're French.
Oh, French.
But they're a really, really great metal band, and
Yeah,
my
they got a hard time about opening for the Olympics.
my youngest son likes them
Yeah.
because of me playing
Yeah,
it. He's
yeah.
like, I really like this. Like
I'll have
everyone's
to listen to some. I've never even heard of it.
so I put on like new music every once in a while, or new to me and the kids,
Yeah.
and I'll play some stuff, and sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
But that was one of the bands when my son was like, "Oh, I really like this music." I'm like,
Yeah.
"All right."
That's
So
great,
There's
man.
times where I bring him to karate. He's like, "Hey, Dad, can you put on Gojira?" I'm like, "Absolutely."
Oh man.
I'm like, "Whatever gets you hyped up to kick somebody's ass."
Your kids are so cool, man.
They're all right. They're
They
pretty
could
cool.
be coming to you being like, "Can we go see Little Uzi? Can we go see Drake at the Gillette?"
Ugh, that would suck so bad. I would hate that so much, dude.
Right? Imagine if they were like the complete opposite end of you, which I mean is probably nearly impossible, right? Because usually,
Yeah,
kind of
but
following
I
your
mean,
parents'
it
footsteps,
does
but-
happen though.
yeah, of course.
It would really suck if they were like,
Or they could be too young still. This could still be coming your way.
it
you
could
know?
be, yeah. They could be like, "Dad, I really like sports."
Although, oh no.
Dude,
Oh, no.
I'm just not. I didn't grow up in a household. Did you watch sports when you were a kid?
Never. I was never a sports household. My parents were never sports. Me and my brothers were never sports.
See, that's interesting. I always thought that I was like
Ever,
a
man.
black sheep of the world because
No.
my dad didn't watch
I know
sports.
it feels that
Yeah.
way, right? Because
Well-
everyone else you talk to at least watches one, like baseball,
Right.
basketball, whatever. But no, we were into like dirt biking and skateboarding and
cool.
just the fun stuff, man. The stuff you actually do.
Yes. Yeah. Nice.
Football is the only one that gets credit for actually being like, oh man, I'm gonna get a lot of hatred for that.
Yeah, probably.
For being like a physical sport, like you gotta
Yeah. Yeah.
soccer. I guess you run around, and kick the little ball. I guess, but
I mean, soccer's pretty physical. I mean, you're going to be
baseball
in good shape.
boring as shit.
Yeah.
Golf, I'm sorry, Lenny, is boring as shit.
Well, to watch.
It's a good time if you go with
I've never-
friends.
I-
I've
yeah.
been golfing with my
Yeah.
friends,
I've never been golfing.
and it was a good time.
I'm willing to try it.
We should go.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't have any golf clubs.
Why?
We can use hockey sticks.
Yeah, I
or
was gonna say I got a couple of
baseball
hockey
bat.
sticks. We show up with
Or we just kick the
they're
guy.
just a bunch of shit. The people that work there are like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, it's good on a nice day. It has to be like perfect weather, cloudy with a little bit of sun, maybe like 60s.
All right, cool. Sounds good. I'm down.
I don't know how people do it in like 90-degree weather.
No, I
and
don't
just
know
like,
how they do it either.
or I would be like, what's his face from Space Jam, where he gets the little like umbrella cap thing. That
Is it Bill Murray?
yeah, doesn't he have like a little umbrella like
I
over
think
his
so.
head?
He's got a weird get up.
I love it.
That's fun. Yeah, so I mean the only thing we watched when I was a kid was the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
just because it was a Super Bowl.
I only went to Super Bowl parties for food,
yeah,
basically.
it's the best.
That
thing to
started
do.
my wing addiction.
Wing addiction. Yeah,
It's a real problem. For me, anyway.
You're always posting pictures of wings.
I told
Where's
you
your-
it's a real problem.
So I'm gonna ask this question for Lenny because he didn't get the chance to. Where's your favorite place to get wings?
Oof.
He asked us afterwards when we went and grabbed a bite to eat. So I feel obligated to help him out and throw that question out.
All right. Well, it used to be St. James Irish Pub. I've talked
Right.
about it a few times.
Yep.
They do have some of the best wings, but they've kind of fallen off a little bit since then. So right now, Fisher's Pub in
Is it Bridgewater or Middleborough? Oh, okay.
Middleborough, those are top-notch wings, the best
Okay.
wings. Yeah,
So
they're
the places-
still whole, so you gotta like break them apart and everything.
I like that.
Yeah, and then I get the hottest one, which is like atomic or something like that, and then I get an extra side of atomic sauce, so that I can dip my atomic sauce. I dip my atomic wing in some more atomic sauce.
So me and my wife met at St. James.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
Did I
Yeah.
tell you that?
Did you get wings?
Probably. Back then I could
You
eat
better.
anything.
You better.
Anything, I tell you.
You still have wings now, right?
Oh,
They just
yeah.
can't be
I
breaded.
just can't be breaded, yeah.
Yeah.
I can have my mom's
Well,
wings.
Fisher's Pub is not breaded. They're baked. They're not fried.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
shit. I got to look into this.
Yes,
That's
sir.
the place that's got like a plane.
Mm-hmm.
They're like plane themed
Yeah, the
or
whole
something.
thing is plane themed. Yeah.
So strange.
And all the names of foods are different planes, too. It's kind of annoying, but it's a cool concept.
You're like, I'm going to have the Boeing
But,
737
yeah.
burger.
It's exactly what it is.
Is it
Yeah.
really?
Exactly what it is.
Like, I'm going to have the Cessna,
Yeah.
I don't know what,
Yeah.
salad.
Go there and find out. You'll learn a bunch about planes that you don't need to
You'll
know
learn
about.
a bunch about planes that you didn't ask for.
Yep.
Oh,
Some of the
man.
grossest wings? Probably Buffalo Wild Wings. It's probably some of the grossest wings
You know
out
what-
there. That's a soggy, nasty mess.
Back when I could eat gluten,
Yeah.
every single time I left Buffalo Wild Wings, I visited the bathroom before I left.
I bet you did.
And it's
dude.
the same thing with Olive Garden.
Yeah.
There's certain restaurants that are just
They're just like it's like a McDonald's that's like masked to be like a fancier thing. Like
Yes.
like Buffalo Wild Wings chicken wings are like the same grade as like a chicken nugget. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
if you want high
just
quality food, if you want high quality food of any
Don't go there.
of any type,
And
you-
Olive Garden's not real Italian, so stop.
no. And you walk into a place and it's supposed to be like a sports pub kind of atmosphere,
Yeah.
and they have a 50-foot TV. There's a good chance that they're
That's
not
not
paying
very-
attention to how good the food is.
Yeah.
And they just everything's disgusting.
It's more about your atmosphere.
Hey, you know what we forgot to do?
What?
We're doing a reversed episode.
Are we?
Yeah, we forgot to talk
Oh,
about
the movies, dude. Oh, snap.
So, have you watched any movies? Because I got a good one.
You got a good one.
Yeah, do you want me to go first?
I'll let you go first.
So, a couple weeks ago, the day after Lenny was on, me and my wife had a date night.
Oh, yeah?
We went and got
What did you do?
food,
Uh-huh.
and then we went to go see a movie.
Which movie?
We went to go see Long Legs.
Twisters.
No, we went to go see Long Legs.
Long Legs.
And it was fucking awesome.
You loved it. You enjoyed it.
I thought it was great.
Yeah?
Have
It
you
was
seen
supposed
it?
to be like the #1 horror movie of the year or something.
I mean, I guess of the year, sure.
I hate that they say that, though, because it's summertime. There's no other horror movies around
Right?
until October.
So I'll say this: it was creepy. It had it did have kind of a thriller mystery vibe to it, where you kind of didn't know what was going to happen next, that sort of thing, and you're trying to figure it out. It was good. Nicolas
Wow.
Cage is in it, and I
Oh.
didn't even realize it was Nicolas Cage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
It's a good thing. I mean, I like Nicolas Cage. So
Why? Because he hit like the way he looked? Or
yeah, and I was like, wait a minute, that's Nicolas Cage.
was he rocking? I think I've seen in the trailer. Is he like a?
He's got like white hair, and he's got like a weird face.
Oh, I thought he was like the pedophile status, like with the big glasses and the
Oh, he
mustache.
Might. He might.
No.
I don't think he's a mustache, but
Yeah, it might be a different movie.
It was it was
Why is
really
it called Long Legs? I don't understand.
the
Is it about spiders
murderer
or
is in it. The murderer that is in it, his
He has
goes
really
by
long legs.
No, he goes by Long Legs. That's how he signs his like murder notes and
Oh.
stuff. It's pretty creepy.
Interesting.
It's pretty
Interesting.
it's an interesting movie. It was creepy. It makes you think. The
Yeah.
main character, this girl, she's like a it's the FBI detective or something, and it's set back. It's not nowadays. It's set back a little bit. I would say the 80s or 90s, and
Oh,
it was really interesting. It was really good.
I'll check it out.
I liked it a lot.
I have to watch it. It's a new creepy movie. I have
Yeah.
to watch it at some point. But
Yeah, I recommend it. It was cool, and it was cool to see it in the movie theater. At,
Yeah.
like, we went at like 8:30 at night.
did you get popcorn?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you get mozzarella sticks?
No.
Where'd you go?
The one in Dartmouth, actually.
Oh, you went to the Dartmouth
Because we
Mall?
dropped our kids off at my in-laws in Fall River.
Yeah.
So we worked our way back home.
Oh, there you go.
We went out to
That
eat
works.
Fall River.
That
Then
works.
we stopped in Dartmouth.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, so anyway,
It's
Long
good
Legs.
theater.
Highly recommended.
Long
I'd go
Legs.
see Long Legs out in theaters now.
So it's about a serial killer.
Yeah, he's let's see. He's a serial killer, but it's not like the regular, like he's not just killing people. It's a mystery. They don't know who he is. They don't know how he got into the house. There's a lot of like, he leaves a note of some kind and it's signed Long Legs.
Mm-hmm.
He's worked his way. There's a lot of paranormal stuff involved in it. So it's yeah,
So it
it's
kind of
different.
touches all the.
Yeah, it touches all the cool points where you're like, oh, something's like devilly. It's got like devilly supernatural stuff, and it's got a
Sweet.
killer, and it's got a mystery.
We
and the
need some
girl-
more of that shit.
The detective
There's
is
not enough,
involved somehow,
And there's not enough good ones.
Yeah, that was a good
We
one.
need better ones.
It's a good one, man. I recommend it.
Are you excited for Beetlejuice too?
I am.
Have you seen the trailer?
I've seen the trailer, and I plan on seeing that probably in the movie theater with my whole family.
Yeah, even the kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. My wife's in on it.
Okay. Okay.
She's like, we need to go. I'm like, okay.
Does that come out like this October?
I hope so. Around Halloween, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, did you watch any movies or anything like that?
No, because again, I've been in my gremlin hole. But I tell you one thing. I don't know if I mentioned it already. but
Wait. That's a perfect name for the podcast studio, the Gremlin Hole.
Sounds good. It's our new
Sounds-
gremlin hole.
It fits at the casting couch.
Yeah.
The Gremlin Hole.
We'll have to put up some, maybe above the guest spot. We'll put gremlin hole.
Yeah, maybe
Some
not.
nasty
Maybe
font.
not. It sounds too weird. Sorry, I didn't mean to
It's too
interrupt
close
you.
to glory hole.
Yeah.
Just yeah, so
drill
I've been
a hole in the
listening
wall.
to this podcast.
Oh shit! Another podcast? You're cheating on us.
I'm podcast. You know,
You're cheating on yourself.
well, this is a different scenario. Okay, this podcast is called Sword and Scale, and it's fucking amazing. And
Sword and
it's
Scale.
this guy. His name is Matt.
Son of a bitch.
He just goes over all these like crazy cases where people just either snapped and like I don't know, did some crazy ass shit, or it was just like sporadic craziness. It's basically real life stories about real life psychos in this world,
Okay.
and I've just been so hung up on it. Almost every time I go to draw, that's what I listen to. So.
Cool.
But it's crazy, like, because they have like all the real like 911 operator recordings, and they have like the real,
all right.
they have the real like court audio and stuff, and
Ooh.
like so they have it all. He has
So
it
it's like
all,
a true crime,
Oh yeah, for sure.
full-on true
For sure,
crime
yeah.
about murderers.
And you know the funny part is like the one thing I've just
Murder.
realized from all this podcast is that 911 operators are stupid as fuck, dude. They are so dumb. I don't know where they find these people. I've yet to come across an episode where like the 911 operator is like doing their job and like really on top of things and helping. It's just like it's pathetic, man. You like they'll have a call in of a kid who's like, my mom is shooting my dad in the face repeatedly, and they're like,
what's the
wow, that's crazy. What kind of shirt is he wearing? Does he have sandals on? It's like, what the fuck? And the kid's like, I don't know. Like,
Well,
it's just insane, yeah. And they're like, well, let me transfer you over to my manager.
Jesus Christ.
And they're like, is help coming? I need help. And they're like, yeah, it should be about 15, 20 minutes.
Like, my mom's dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, there is a lot of kid stuff, which is heartbreaking, but it's real life, man. This shit's happening in the world, and,
Yeah.
you know, I find it very, very interesting.
Yeah, I find that stuff interesting. I used to listen to, I think it was Morbid is the name of it. My wife used to be
That's
like...
a podcast?
Yeah, my wife was a really avid fan of that one.
Oh.
And they I don't know, I can't do the kid stuff. I can only listen to a very little bit of these things because they're just
Yeah.
it's too depressing.
It's too close to home.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, this is too much. I don't like it. And there was another one I liked, and the girls, we were supposed to do a crossover episode a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
It was Bourbon and Bloodshed.
Oh.
The girls from that show, one of them's name is Danny. I can't remember the other girl's name. Sorry. I'm sure they don't listen to me anyway. But they would crack open like a bottle of bourbon in the beginning of the episode
Every episode.
and do like a test,
Man.
a test. I mean, they didn't drink the whole bottle.
I was like, damn, they're poor livers, dude.
But they would say, oh, this one's good, whatever. It smells this way, it tastes this
Oh, it's
way.
more
They do
of
like a
like
little
a-
taste.
It's like a wine tasting.
So they were
but
just trying to find their niche, I guess.
Yeah.
And they would do that. They do a little taste test,
Mhm.
and then they would talk about a murder or a crime or whatever. So I thought that was cool, and they were very approachable. I sent them a message, said, hey, I also like bourbon. Maybe we could do a crossover episode, because they did have other people like join them. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm in no way an expert on anything you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
But we started around the same time, and we were,
Oh, okay.
it was that
so
kind
they're
of
not
thing
like a
where
crazy
it's-
popular thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think
just doing their
in
thing?
2020, like during the pandemic, everybody that was doing podcasting
Mm-hmm.
was kind of reaching out to each other to try to
Try to help everybody.
help
Yeah.
out. So like there was that kind of thing. It was like, hey, maybe we can help each other out. We'll get some more fans out of it or whatever.
That's pretty cool.
And yeah, we were supposed to do it and never solidified. And then I think they kind of like broke up their podcast and they don't do it anymore.
Oh,
so-
they don't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, reach
But
out.
I was like, they were in like Kentucky or some shit,
Kentucky.
which I think was
Gross.
also the bourbon part, because bourbon's from Kentucky.
Oh, that makes sense.
So
yeah.
they were, we were. The plan was I was gonna crack open something here.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna try this, and then they were gonna try theirs, and then we were gonna talk about
Oh,
something.
sweet. That would have been cool. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I'm like, maybe you guys could do a crime about Fall River or
We got lots of them.
because not the crimes about Fall River, but Massachusetts. And then I said, like maybe like Lizzie Borden,
Yeah, home of the Lizzie Borden.
like I'm from there, So
Yeah.
we were trying to work it out, and it just didn't work.
I think the reason why I love it so much is because like the mental part of it, like the psychological part of it, like why they did it, or what happened to make them do it, or because a lot of the scarier part of it is like a lot of the situations are like they have some kind of like head injury and they just snap, and then they
Really?
go crazy. So it's like
Jesus.
anybody can like hit their head the perfect way to make them snap
Yeah.
and just go off the walls. Right?
Yeah.
You
No,
think about
that's
it.
That's a good point.
So a lot of it for me, it is upsetting with the kids and everything, but like the psychological part of it, I just want to know why. Like I'm so interested into why or how or
You're really into psychology.
yeah, I really am.
You think that you would be a psychologist if you never found your drawing skills? Do you think that you could have been a psychologist, like a criminal psychologist? Do you think that'd be a cool job to have?
No, I don't think so, because I always said like if I wasn't an artist, I would go for like crime scene
Ooh, like a
investigator,
oh,
like
wow.
show up at crime scenes, and
hmm.
I love that shit. I love trying to figure all that stuff out. That's why I like jury duty so much.
No, I get it.
It's like a little dabble in
I have
it,
jury
you know?
duty coming up, and
Yeah.
you asked me if you could do it for me.
I
I'm
was like, please, can I go for you?
Yeah, please do. I fucking don't want to do that at
Is that
all.
even a real thing? Can someone go for you?
I don't think so.
No? Like if you email them back and be like, hey, I don't want to go, but
Hey, is it okay if you guys cancel mine and send my friend Jared instead?
it's like having someone cover your shift at work.
Yeah. Hey, that'd be cool. Yeah, I bet there would be a whole business. They would be people that are like,
Just doing
don't
jury
want to
duty
do
all the
jury
time.
duty?
Yeah,
Call us.
I got you.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
I thought about doing that as a job.
Yeah.
I think it would be cool to be. I mean, I don't know how you'd get paid doing this, but you could do. It's almost like property management, but it's for life.
Yeah.
So, like, say people need to get their oil changed or whatever. Like, they go to work, you pick up their car, and you bring it to their mechanic, get the oil changed, bring it back before the end of the day. Like, do shit like that for people.
It's like a car.
Like life management. Just
like a car DoorDash.
You're like, oh man, I got the plumber coming today. Shit, I gotta go. I gotta be at work.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you're just like, oh, I'll
Someone
do that.
comes over.
I'll open the door for them.
Yeah.
Like you go there and you just open the door and you stand there.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch them work.
Give me the keys to your
Watch
house.
them fix your toilet, and then you're like, all right, see you later. They're gonna pay you. Not
I could
me.
totally be that guy. I have a free schedule because with my drawing and stuff.
Yeah. You could just go to
You
other
know?
people's houses and draw.
That's it, man.
Draw while you
I'll
let
hang
in
out at
their
your house while the
mechanic.
plumber's there.
Yeah.
Ass crack out and all. I got it.
Right? It's like life
Yeah.
management instead
Why
of
not?
property management.
Why not?
It's all like the little shit people have to do. Oh man, I need to go to the registry and,
Yeah.
and get my car registered. And then like you can go to work and we'll do your shit for you.
Yeah.
Go and stand at the registry and sit there and wait
Yeah.
and do all the show. This is, I'm a surrogate for this person.
That's
and
it, man.
here you go. They want to pay
I'll
their
make my own app.
bills. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it's a good business. I shouldn't have said this out loud in the
Yep. That's it.
The whole world's going to see it now on
That's it. I'm
YouTube.
shutting down my art business. I'm going for this.
Life
full-time.
management.
My friend Jess, she goes and she cleans up crime scenes. She's like the cleanup crew, which is horrifying, right?
That's disgusting. That
But
is
she
horrifying.
makes stupid money.
Really?
Like, stupid money.
Oh, I would not want to do that.
But yeah, she goes there with the hazmat suit on, everything, cleans up all the blood.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want nothing to do with any of that. Like, none of it.
Yeah,
There's
I think I
not-
could do that too.
I
I'd
would
be all right with that too.
I would not be able to do literally anything involving a crime scene.
Yeah, I'll be
They'd be
cleanup
like,
crew
"Who-"
looking at all the crime scene investigators, be like, I wish I was you, but this is okay too.
They'd be like, is that his first day? I'm in the corner crying. They're like,
Yeah.
no, this is like the 15th crime scene he's been on.
We don't know why he's here. He just keeps coming
guy
back.
r-
He
went-
clearly can't handle it.
Dude went through like 6 years of college, and look at him. He can't even deal with this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I thought I was gonna be doing paperwork.
Yep. I think it's cool. I think it's interesting stuff. I know
Yeah.
a lot of people can't handle it, you know?
Yeah, I can't deal with that shit, man.
Like working at a morgue. Could you ever work at a morgue?
Fuck no, no way.
You can
Cool.
never like pretty the dead bodies up, put some makeup on them.
No, dude, I don't want to ever see. Like, I know it's gonna happen,
Yeah.
but I don't ever want to see a dead body ever again. Like, I've seen
It's terrible, right?
multiple dead bodies, relatives, obviously people I
Yeah.
care about. It's a lot different,
Yeah.
but no, thank you.
I wish, like, I don't know if you're on board with this, but I wish we could get past the whole stage of like open casket.
Ugh, I am on board with
funeral.
that, completely and
That's
totally on
just
board.
like,
with
I
that.
think it's a lost tradition. I get that it's there for you to get your closure and
Yeah.
you can like feel those emotions and get that out. But like, can we just
Yeah, can we not do that?
Closing
It's a
it
weird.
is
It's a weird
fine.
thing. It's like forcing people to cry.
Honestly, I think the whole funeral thing is just out.
Well, it's interesting that you bring this up because,
It should all be cremation.
yeah, I agree with that.
Celebration of life after.
Well, it's funny you bring this up because it's almost the 2-year anniversary of my dad passing away.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Wow.
in 10 days, and
Wow. Time flies, man.
he was very against everything we're saying. He hated everybody showing up all morbid with black.
Yeah.
Everybody's wearing black.
He
and it's
never
all
wanted
this-
that.
He
Yeah.
hated the open casket things. Everybody gawking. He's like, I don't want anybody gawking at me.
That's what I mean.
And he ended up being cremated, and we put this really great picture of him where it's him in his prime, and he looks nice and handsome, and that was it. And it was like, they're great.
That's
and then,
perfect.
I had one of my family members said some nice words because there's no way in hell I was going to be able to get anything out. And it was great. Like it
Yeah.
was. I mean, not
I think
for
that's what
something
people
not
need.
great. It was great. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It did suck.
The open casket thing, man, is just weird. Very, very weird.
You want to hear a
And they
funny
never
story?
look the same. They don't look normal.
No, I don't. You want to hear something funny about an open casket funeral?
What?
I may have told you this. I don't know. So my dad had uncles, and 2 of which weren't very tall guys, and they were they weren't like massively overweight or anything, but they were kind of like heavy set, and they weren't that tall, and they were brothers, And these are relatives that I saw maybe once a year. Okay? Like maybe. Maybe at weddings.
Christmas.
Weddings, maybe at Christmas. Like
Maybe
it
at
was like
Christmas.
sporadic. I didn't know these people. They were my dad's uncles. So they were like old guys when I was a kid. So my dad's
Oh, they were your dad's uncles, not your uncles.
Yeah, so my dad's
Oh,
uncles.
yeah.
So
they're pointless.
right. So and I was a little kid, so I don't really have any relationship with these people. And
Yeah.
so my dad's uncle Gene passes away. I didn't realize that these were two separate people.
Mm-hmm.
Let me start off by saying that.
Oh, they're twins.
They weren't twins.
Oh, they're not.
They're
twins.
brothers, and they looked similar, and I didn't realize they were two of them. I thought it was just one person because I was not paying attention. I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So we went to Uncle Gene's funeral. Open casket, right? My parents dragged me up to the casket. You know, they're doing the sign of the cross and the Catholic thing. And I'm looking at a dead body, and I'm like, oh, it's that guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like in my head, I'm like,
no, okay, I know
that's
this
the one
guy,
that died.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So we go down the line. We're standing around in a room,
No.
a room full of people, and I'm standing like in between my parents, just like doing a little kid thing. You're just standing there,
Yeah.
and here comes the other uncle,
He's alive. Dude.
and I'm like this, pulling on my dad's shirt.
Yeah.
I think I'm seeing a ghost. Like legitimately think
Wow.
I'm seeing a ghost.
Wow.
And I'm like, holy shit. And then I'm like, oh my God, Dad. And I'm pulling on my dad's jacket. And,
Wow.
you know, his uncle comes up to him and says hello. And I'm like, just in shock. I'm
Say
like,
welcome back.
Yeah, and I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, I thought that was one guy. I thought the two uncles
That's
were just one
insane.
dude.
Imagine how your dad's uncle must feel looking at his
Yeah,
brother.
right. It must have
Wow,
felt very
that's-
similar to
that's
looking
me
at
in a
himself.
casket.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? He
That's
ended up living a
fucking
very
weird.
long time. And he was like in his 90s when he died.
Hey.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he did good.
More power to him.
So anyway, you know what time it is,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah. It's odd. Question time.
It is odd question time.
Kick it.
And we got to play the music.
Send it.
Hold on. I got to.
Full send.
Odd question time, everybody. It's still kind of loud.
Is it? I think it sounds pretty nice.
Does it seem loud? This, of course, is the song we recorded at Elm Street Studios.
Elm Street.
Elm Street Studio, Odd Question Time.
That was fun. That was a good time.
That was a lot of fun. That was cool. It's a good song, too.
Yeah, it's a pretty good jam.
So we're going to pull up the odd question now.
Let's do it.
I like how I say the things that I have to
Dude, we
do.
got my leg every time.
All right, Jared, it's all
I don't know
you.
why I sit like that.
This odd question comes from a very special young man. Oh, you can read it? Were you waiting for me?
All right, here we go. Would you clone yourself, but your clone has 5 random traits that are opposite of yours? You have to pick each other's traits from none other than Matt's littlest child. His name is Simon.
Yes,
He's adorable. He's an artist, and he's killing it in life.
he is.
He's killing it. And he's only how old?
10.
10.
He's 10.
That's it. And he's already killing it. He's off to a
Yeah.
great start.
Yeah, so the response will go to my email.
All right, good. We'll send you the worst response we can.
Thanks for the tip.
Can
Ha-ha,
we
thanks. Thanks
can we
for
type this out real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Get fucked.
Okay.
Okay? Thank you. Enjoy that one.
And I'll show him that later.
Oh no. All right.
All right.
Would you clone yourself? So if I say no, this question's already over, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So we played this game as a family.
Oh, okay.
This is something he asked us while we were camping.
Yes.
So you know,
So
we have to pick each other's
each other's traits.
opposite traits. So say,
So we're both definitely going to clone ourselves.
yep,
That would be nice for
and
me.
then
I
you
could- I
have
could
to pick
definitely
the
use
5
that.
traits of mine that my clone will have, but it's opposite. So
Opposite.
I'll just give an example that I don't think you'll pick. He won't have any facial hair whatsoever.
Okay.
So, do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I think I want to go first. I think I want to go first.
Right. And you can say anything. I
All right.
promise I won't be offended.
5's a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna
5
go
is
as
a lot.
many as I can.
As a family,
All right.
it was fun.
I think I might have like at least 3 or 4
Okay.
off the top of my head.
Do as many as you want.
All right, I'm gonna say one. The first one, really into fashion. Really loves the Armani Exchange and the Gucci.
All right.
You know, he's got the Yeezys on.
Listen to Brooks.
Yes.
Brooks running shoes.
2. Very, very overweight.
Okay.
Very overweight. A very overweight, fashionable.
Okay.
Can it be like personality traits?
Yeah,
too?
sure. Anything.
All right. So what am I at? 2 here? All right. The third one is very, very planning. Likes to plan ahead.
Okay, that's good.
4. Loves gluten. Absolutely loves gluten. Anything he can find that has gluten in it, that's his top-notch
Oh,
thing.
gluten.
Yes.
Okay, great. Loves gluten.
And then 5.
I mean, to be honest, I do love gluten. I just can't eat
You
it.
do, but you can't have it, so get fucked.
Well, that's why he's so
So
fat. That's why he's so fat, because of all the gluten.
Yeah. But he loves being fat. That's his favorite.
Okay. He loves it. He loves gaining weight.
All right. What's my 5th one here? My 5th one. Huge into cars. He loves cars.
Oh, I love cars, though.
Yeah, but
I'm
you
not
just
really-
don't know a whole lot about
Yeah,
it.
I guess I'm not into them.
Yeah, I mean like going to car shows once a week,
right.
you know.
All right, I'm like hardcore.
Yeah,
Hardcore
hardcore.
car guy. Okay.
Like has a garage full of like 10 cars.
All right.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, I've had a little bit of time to think about this one because of, my son giving me the question early.
That's not fair.
It's not. So, your clone is going to 0 tattoos. No tattoos.
Oh my god.
And totally against tattoos. Like, doesn't think they're cool. Doesn't
my
like
mom's
them.
dream.
My mom's dream also.
You're about to build my mom's dream son.
Oh, maybe not.
All right, go ahead. Keep going.
No facial hair,
Gross.
but instead really long, flowing hair.
I was gonna say, you have to at least give me hair
Yes.
if you're gonna take my facial hair
Very
away.
long hair with no face hair.
Because I told you can't have both. You can't be bald with no facial hair. You look like a turtle.
Yeah.
So thank you for the
So
long
very
hair. I
very
appreciate
long
it.
flowing
I
hair.
appreciate it.
No
Fabio.
tattoos. Yeah, it's like Fabio. Your style of your clone is very preppy.
Oh,
So like, remember in high school there was like preppy kids.
Yeah.
Like you'd be wearing like a polo
a double polo with the double pop collar,
Yes.
2 different colors.
pop collar, and
Two
then
different
you'd be
colors.
wearing like white sneakers
Oh god.
and like I don't know whatever
Oh,
is the
God.
stupid pants, the
stupid
Dockers,
pants.
like dress pants. You know what I mean? Like, see, I know nothing about fashion,
Khakis.
so I can't even describe how you would look. But you'd be very preppy. Like salmon-colored pants
Oh.
and white sneakers,
Ooh. So
long
dreamy.
flowing hair, and 0
So
tattoos.
dreamy, dude.
Personality-wise, is you'd be like a health freak as far as like what you eat, like avocado toast,
Wow.
and that's like once a week because of the toast.
Wow.
And you drink nothing but like Starbucks coffee,
Ugh.
and you would never eat a fried chicken wing ever. Like you would not eat good food.
Fair enough.
You'd be eating like just the simplest, worst
Organic.
Yeah, like the worst organic.
Ugh. Fuck
Like
that.
you'd be a vegan basically. I
Ugh.
think you'd be, but like not a regular vegan. You'd be like a.
Oh, not a regular vegan.
You'd be,
The real deal. Like
like a dick about it. I guess that is a
naturally. That's just
that
how
is
it
a
goes.
regular vegan, I think. No, no, but like very health conscious.
You ever
of
hear that
food.
joke about like vegans and I'll just keep it at vegans.
Yeah,
You always know they're vegan because they'll always tell you within
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
5 minutes.
yeah. I've heard the same thing about
Yeah.
CrossFit,
Mhm.
jiu-jitsu, which I was kind of like that.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. If somebody does Brazilian jiu-jitsu,
They'll
they'll tell
tell
you. Yeah. I don't know. Was that 4 or 5?
That's 4. You got one
That's
more.
4. One
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Jeez, I don't know, man.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was 4.
The
Right?
hair, the
Mhm.
tattoos, the clothes, the vegan,
man.
the food habits.
Again, this is my mom's dream son that you just created.
Oh, this is the best one. You would drive any car,
Oh god.
any car,
Nope.
and it would be like a 1999 Hyundai Elantra or something really boring that you cannot
You really
mod.
got me there.
Then you
got,
cannot-
that one hurt my soul.
You can't mod it in any way. Your
Oh.
clone's just like the most. He's
Oh,
basic. He's the basic
dude.
version of Jared.
All right.
His name would be Blarid.
So, Blarid. So to answer Simon's question, yes, I would clone myself, and then as soon as I figured out who it was as a clone, I would kill it, and then I'd be back to having no clone. So yes, and then no.
That's
Okay.
awesome. Yeah. Knowing me, I'd end up making friends with my clone, and then
yeah, you'd be like,
realizing
this guy's so cool to hang out with.
realizing like a year later that it's my clone. Be
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Oh, he's just really overweight. I
didn't recognize myself. He's just really
Oh
overweight.
man, his clothing's really weird.
Yeah, this guy dresses real snappy dresser. I don't know.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's
Thank
good.
you, Simon, for the question.
Yeah, that
You're
was good.
awesome.
That was good,
You're
Simon.
the coolest little man.
We'll high five you when we go upstairs.
That's it.
Out of the what was it? The gremlin hole.
The grand.
Yeah,
Gross.
That can't
Yeah,
be
we
a
can't
thing.
do that.
Yeah, we
That's
really
not-
need to change that.
That's not real.
I don't know. I like the
Um,
dungeon, but we do have a log cabin vibe.
Yeah, we do have a log cabin vibe here.
Yeah.
I think we gotta.
So maybe we'll throw it out to the fans. Any suggestions on what we call our little studio space?
Yep.
It is in the basement.
And keep it G-rated.
Yeah.
No
keep
glory
it-
hole ideas.
Yeah, nothing weird.
All right. Keep it to yourselves
Yep.
and keep it
But
in your pants.
I think that's it. You got anything
You
you,
don't
want
want any kids that you don't want to have.
Keep it in your pants. Anything you want to say, Jared, to the people of the world?
Yes, I do. I want to say, take care of yourself. Try to enjoy the rain. I know 90% of you hate it, but it's an amazing thing that comes from nature. So like when it rains, just go outside, put your arms out, put your head up, and just let it touch your skin and caress you.
Caress you as it gently
And-
touches my arm.
And also, I hope you're ready for our first female president because it's happening.
Yeah, probably. And I'm okay with that.
Man,
Uh,
real quick though, imagine. I won't say that. Never mind.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, imagine faking your assassination and you still don't win. Sorry.
That's
Go ahead.
interesting.
Sorry, politics suck.
Yeah, we'll
Also, if you're really into politics and it's like controlling your life, just let it go. There's
Yeah,
more to life
just
than
let it
politics.
go.
I
Yeah.
promise you, it's not worth your time. Whoever becomes president, you're still probably gonna live the same exact life that you already
Yeah.
live now.
Yep.
Um,
My whole life, nothing has changed.
So is it worth the energy? Is it worth the stress? Yes or no? If not, get rid of it.
Right. No, that's good. That's good advice. I want to say thank you for listening to the show. You
Yeah.
can support the show. You can listen to the show.
Do it.
You can watch the show.
Do it.
You can
You
follow
can feel
us.
the show.
What I really
You
want,
can touch the show.
which I'm sure everybody already does, is follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook for some reason.
For
and
some
TikTok.
reason.
I never post anything on Facebook.
Is anybody on the face? Is
It-
anybody there?
Yeah, well, it's
Is it
when
Ghost
I,
Town?
when I post on Instagram, it automatically does the Facebook.
Oh,
Like
okay,
it-
okay,
it
okay.
does it,
Yeah,
you
mine
know.
too. Yeah.
So, Jared, you still get the Discord?
Yes, I do.
So go ask
It's
some
there.
odd questions
I have
there.
an odd
That'd
question
be fun.
section.
Go find the Odd People podcast on Reddit. I don't know why. Go check out oddpeoplepodcast.com for all your podcast needs. And to buy merchandise on Redbubble, you can follow the Redbubble link to buy merchandise on Redbubble for merchandise from the Odd People podcast.
Do it.
Thank you for listening to the show today.
Do
Stay
it.
creative, stay inspired, and as always, stay
fat
odd and fat.
and fat and happy.